Um, Good numbers to talk about too. Well, hi there. Happy Saturday. It's June 29th, 2019. I'm Eric, talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where I really don't understand why there's so much division politically and philosophically in the world when there's three basic keys to survival for every single human being on the planet. Find food. Number 2, eat food. And 3, come up with funny names for our penises. That's all you need. That's all anybody needs. Why are we going to war over shit when we all just do the same thing and that's all we need to live? Find food, eat food, laugh at our penises.
Yeah, well, life would be a lot easier if we would just do those three things.
That's the fundamentals to human survival. That's what's gotten us this far. That's what'll get us through the future. Hi, around the world, around the country, around the homeless shelter. How's everybody doing? Welcome to What If We're Right. Gord, say hello.
Hello.
Very nice. If you are sick of trying to decide where to listen to Eric and Gord, starting next week, you can go on over to the Google Play Store and download the Eric and Gord What If Our app.
So exciting.
It's a very simple, just embeddable player. You can download the app, and then you got all our episodes right there at your fingertips. No more, oh, I don't know, should I go to these sites he tells me to go to? Yeah, you should. But if you don't, the Eric and Gord What If Our app.
Ooh, what if our app? Perfect.
And that's going to be followed soon, ideally in a perfect world, with my my new game. My new 3D shooter game. Eric and Gord, The Laser of Truth.
Eric and Gord, what if we're shooting?
Where we have to storm the, what if we're shooting? I like that even better. Yeah, it's The Laser of Truth game, where we get the Laser of Truth and we have to go shoot politicians.
See, I think that's why that truth ray gun doesn't actually exist today, because if it ever got into the hands of a real citizen, politicians would be fun.
They would be. And I got so much I want to talk about tonight, so I just want to get into this real quick because I know you like it when I talk about our listeners and where they are and what they're doing. But I've been reading a couple of articles, some really interesting articles, and I like to preach about the 706,000 podcasts that exist.
Yep.
Well, some numbers came rolling in. Of that 706,000 podcasts that are allegedly in production, 280,000 only have posted an episode in the last year.
I heard something that there's like 3/4 of the amount of podcasts that there are non-existent.
Now, if you look at February, March, and April of 2019, only 126,000 produced a new episode. That's 20%. So we are kicking ass and taking names while everyone else is dropping off like flies. I'm just getting bigger and better and spreading out. You can also buy my app at the iTunes store, by the way, Apple. Okay, the hatred's all one-sided here. I don't know why. I'm gonna apply again. They're still not playing us. I don't know. We're there. They just cut us off on September 11th, and that was it. That was the last episode they published. So that's coming up on a year. That's the whole show, pretty much. But so what I'm saying, people are dropping off like flies, and we're just getting bigger and bigger and better. And that's not because of me or Gord. That's because of you guys, world. So thanks for being the world and listening to our show. And my God, Gord, you wouldn't believe. It's just insane. We're looking at just over 7,000 listeners. We climbed right back over 6,000 on Anchor, no problem whatsoever. So 7,000. We were coming up on. We were 68. We didn't cross 7 until just now. We're just over 7. But the thing that's getting me, that doesn't sound like a huge number. And you know what? I love every single one of you. But here's the thing that gets me. We are in Ireland, Sweden, the UK, France, Australia, Spain, Germany, Portugal, Thailand, Finland, Hong Kong, New Zealand, Norway, Brazil. We are literally around the world. That's so cool.
And in some of those places, they're listed under educational.
That's right. This the whole world. You guys are so cool. That just blows my mind. Bring it a little closer to home. On Anchor.fm, our host platform, 69% of our listeners are in America. 69. And they are all over America. California, Ohio, Texas, Maryland, New Jersey, South Carolina. It's crazy. We got it's not like one dude, because in California, we're in Mountain View, Oxnard, San Jose, San Francisco, and Menlo Park. I think that's LA, I don't remember. And then Columbus, Cincinnati, Jersey City. Like we're spread out. We're everywhere. That's so cool. And then yeah, it's weird to think that, because it's not Canada. We're in just where you'd think we'd be in Canada. Kelowna, Vancouver, North Vancouver, Brandon, Milton, Surrey, Burnaby, Maple Ridge, Nanaimo, and Sechelt. Hi guys. Steve, I'm assuming. It's either Steve or Cassie. It's one of you. And Victoria, that's obviously Johnny Horgan. Hey, buddy, you're listening. I know you're listening.
An enemy has been slain.
It's got to be John Horgan. Who else? It's obviously the BC government. Who else would be listening in Victoria? I know no one on the island.
We do know one person.
Oh, okay.
We know Shar.
Shar. Oh, Shar's on the island?
He's on the island.
Oh, I hope it's Shar. Oh, Shar. I forgot about Shar for a minute. Oh, that is an image I want to keep in my mind for the rest of the night. Hi, Shar.
That's gonna get you through.
It is. That's going to take care of itself right there. So the world, what I'm saying is thank you. You guys are amazing. Keep it up, because we're only getting better. And we're going to have the app, we're going to have the game, we're going to have the social. I'm just going to take over the internet. It's going to just be the inner Eric and Gord from now on. It's not even going to be the internet. Yeah. Jersey City, I just love that. I picture like these Jersey dudes just like, or it's because I make fun of Jersey Shore all the time, and it's those fucks. Hey, if it is, great, welcome. I'm just glad anybody's listening. What? So that's very cool. So yeah, the podcasts are failing. 80% are failing, and we're just getting better and better. And fucking Rogan's spouting off about how great he is. Oh, really? I never listened to him. I've never actually listened to his podcast. It's probably great. I'm just a dick.
You know what? It's funny. I mean, there's a lot of MMA talk about that, which makes perfect sense. But it's literally just a couple of dudes just shooting the shit. I mean, really, what it boils down to.
Those shows are so terrible. Everyone has one of those.
Yeah. We're just really good at it. But yeah, the guy he does podcasts with, he comments, he goes, hey, did you hear about Trudeau? The guy's like, no, what about him? And he started talking about when the reporter had asked him, what are you and your family doing to cut down the use of plastic? And he talked about his amazing fucked up speech about how they're using plastic bottles. No, wait, not plastic bottles. They're using plastic this and plastic that. No, we're not using plastic. We're using of these boxes, say, water boxes. And Joe Rogan loses his shit and can't even hear the rest of the conversation. Just starts killing himself laughing and just ripping that fucking president apart. So that was quite funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's good at the ranting. He's claiming to have 200 million downloads. I think he's full of shit. But
He is the top podcast in the world.
has been forever, and probably will be until we take over. Then he'll always be number 2. He's good at it.
If we get Joe Rogan on our show, that'll be it. We'll take over.
And he's a pioneer. No one was podcasting. People were laughing at him when he started this shit, and then Howard Stern switched. But he didn't care. When he started, it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And it's very cool. He
Literally built that up from nothing.
Yeah, he did. And without him, the rest of us would be eons behind where we are. That's for sure. He's a popular guy. I don't like MMA. I never have. I don't listen to. I didn't want to hear him talk about it. That's what I thought kind of the whole show would be. So I never paid attention.
I mean, the bulk of it is, but you haven't been MMA, but I don't necessarily want to be talking about it, but I just want to watch a bunch of new people do that stuff.
Yeah, exactly, right. And yeah, that's they don't even do that anymore because it's all telegraphed. It's like he can sit there and tell you at the beginning of the match every move they're going to do until it's over. And it's like, well, then what the hell's the point of watching? It's no fun.
That's why I love when somebody does something that's unexpected, and that's when Joe Rogan loses his fucking mind and it's great.
Right.
The guy just comes out of nowhere, they got sitting back there,
Oh my god, he actually fucking did something. The only time I ever watch it, it's like, okay, he's going to do an armbar and then he's going to do this fucking thing. He's going to do an armbar and then he's going to do this to break it. Then he's going to spin around and do this to do that. And yeah, that's exactly what happened there. Yeah, now they're going to roll around for 10 minutes and talk about it. I don't know. It's stupid.
The one thing I was impressed about when Joe Rogan first started getting into the UFC and talking with the MMA fighting, at first I'm just like, really, Fear Factory guy? Fuck him. What the hell is he gonna talk about? And then, but when I was actually really blown away with the fact that he can actually do that, he knows the sport so well that when two guys get locked in and they're on the ground and moving, as soon as he sees the guy's foot shift, alright, so if he locks his hook around this guy, he can do this and he gets this guy in the armbar. Or if the guy in the armbar gets well, flips his shoulder around, he can do this and get a little plata in. And to watch it happen to when he's describing it, knowing the fighters can't hear him, that's an amazing amount of foresight to be able to see and know the plays ahead of it. It's like watching any sport knowing, if this guy were to pass from this guy's got the open guy, he can get the score, and then it happens, it's like, there it is, see, bam, there it is.
Or it's just an incredibly boring and predictable sport. And
That's one thing why I like MMA is because unlike boxing where it's just all you gotta do is watch for a bit, there's so many more things that you have to watch out for.
see, I don't like MMA as its own martial art. I wanted it to be more pure, different martial arts against each other, not MMA being a thing that you train for, but you never know what you're going to be up against.
Right. The problem I had with the original line of MMA is when the UFC first started, it was an open weight class, no rules, all good to go. What I didn't like was the fact that it was dominated by Hoist Gracie
Yeah.
because he had the gi and using his gi as a weapon.
Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, anybody's going to continue to win a fucking fight when you can pull your sleeve out, wrap around the guy's throat, and choke him out.
Yeah, exactly.
So it created a tremendous unfair advantage when you're not wearing a virtual weapon around your fucking neck the whole time. I always thought if I was going to get into a fight with Hoist Gracie, I should be allowed to bring a gun.
My old favorite Chaplin film is the one where Charlie Chaplin's boxing. And at the beginning of the match, he kisses his lucky horseshoe and then drops it into his left glove.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
He's going to win.
I wasn't a big Chaplin fan, but I always found that one funny. So Joe, we don't hate you. You'll always have a job on What If We're Right when we take over, buddy.
That's right.
You can even do an MMA thing if you want.
No, fuck that. He can get us straight.
Or you can get us. Or you. Hey,
Fucking lackey.
if I get my own radio station, you can be my electrician, Joe.
There you
If he played an electrician on news radio, if people don't remember that. And the radio station's the next logical step for us. I mean, I think.
I don't know, because I think regular radio is next level because, well, next level is
Well, no, sorry, an internet radio station, definitely.
internet radio is fine, yeah.
I keep trying to start it, but it's too much work for me. I just can't do it. You need to be able to do that as a job, and I can't. Okay, let's get on to. Oh, I'll show you. I'll give you the site that I'm trying to use. It's a hell of a lot of stuff. I'll let you look at it, see what you think. Maybe it's something we should do. Be cheaper than this. Okay, we got to move on and start a show here. Fuck you, Joe Rogan. Take up my whole goddamn show. That's true. Hi, Chris. How are you? I did want to. I wanted to have another Eric and Gord tonight because it's been a while since I've talked about an Eric and Gord. So I was looking for a new Eric and Gord to welcome to the team, and what I found instead was quite interesting to me. I stumbled across Gord Erickson. Now, Gord Erickson, this is the legacy. It's a legacy before a legacy, really, because this is what we're going to leave to the world. In BC alone, there are 270 Gord Ericksons. I found 270 birth records for Gord Erickson and 134 death records, unfortunately. So, a lot of dead Gord Ericksons out there. The oldest Gord Erickson I found was 110 years old. He lives in Helmet, California. 110, that's good stuff. Gord, I hope you're listening. Gord Erickson, you are a good man. And either way, you got a wicked name, buddy. 12 divorces in BC, 12 divorced Gord Ericksons. You gotta love freedom of information. And not as many convictions as you'd think. Now, why I found this interesting for your sake, Gord Erickson is the owner of the liquor store in Salmon Arm, has been for years and years and years. He's had 7 convictions, by the way. Now, he is opening a pot shop in the Shuswap. It'll be the sixth legal pot shop in the province. The province that was built on pot only has 6 pot shops. I don't know how that fucking works. But he's opening the 6th in the Shuswap. And just pot shop in the Shuswap is really fun to say. And I bet a bunch of stoned people are always going to want to go to the pot shop in the Shuswap. So in lieu of an Eric and Gord, I got a Gord Erickson. Well, actually 270 Gord Ericksons. But good name. Good choice, parents. Keep that up. I like that. We should try that. I actually wouldn't mind if I could go across the country and talk to all the Eric and Gords I've talked about. That would be amazing. And if there's any Eric and Gords that I've talked about on the show that want to get in touch with us, please, Eric at ericandgord.com or Gord at ericandgord.com. And I keep really thinking we should trademark that shit because there's way too many of us. I don't want some other Eric and Gord coming in and trying to claim they've done something that they didn't. That's where my man Adrian, our associate producer Adrian, is going to come in. He's also the bouncer. He's associate producer / doorman. He's a large. He would definitely be good at that. He's a intimidating young man. Well, he boosted the load in my pants when I met him. So I thought I was picturing this little Facebook guy, these little one-word answers, and no, he's the strong, silent type. We'll put it that way. We're going to be talking about big boys tonight on the show, but I'll let you get into the conversation, Gord, before I go crazy talking about it. Because you really set me off on, it wasn't the last episode, the one before that, the stress one when you're talking about these young guys talking about how they have stress before they're 30. And I can't get that douchebag out of my mind. And then I realized where that douchebag comes from and what's going on in the world. And it's not the things that we're giving to our kids. Kids are different. Kids aren't what they were when we were kids. And it's not because of anything we're giving them. It's not sugary drinks. It's what we've taken away from them. And everyone's worried that we're going to be Chinese in 50 years or we're going to be Muslim in 50 years. I'm worried we're all going to have periods in 50 years. That's really what's frightening me. And I honestly, I saw a quote today that I just loved. And actually yesterday I saw this quote that it's not, toxic masculinity is not the problem. The lack of masculinity is the problem. Now, I can qualify this. I look, in Canada alone, 60% of us, if our parents are divorced, we spend the majority of the time with our mothers. That's just a stat. 87% of the teachers in Canada are women. So we're at home with mom, and we're at school with women. We're just surrounded by women, and we become women. It's our periods are in sync, and we cry at fucking Tom Hanks movies. We all do it. I will cry when I'm watching Mission in Pirates of the Caribbean and the Furious 2, Buzz and Woody's Revenge. That's going to be a hell of a movie, I tell you. Jason Statham dies in it 3 times when I write it. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to get down to tonight. You pissed me off, and I didn't catch the ball that night. Well, I didn't have time, but yeah, it's a very true thing because there's a friend of mine. Her name's Maggie. Never actually met her in person, but I actually met her through Facebook many years ago, and we've remained friends ever since. Very smart lady. She's in the process of finding a truth with media and what's going wrong with society. I mean, right on point with everything. Yeah. Not a conspiracy theorist in the sense of what we think upon, because she'll actually post facts about it. Yeah, well, it's not just the media. It's just society in a whole. Men aren't men. And this is where I brought your friend Paul into it. Because he made a big point of how his wife is his best friend, and that that equality in their relationship, and that's great. Your wife's not supposed to be your best friend. Yeah, that's you're not supposed to spend your weekend begging your best friend for a blowjob. That's your best friend is the one you go to and bitch about because your wife won't give you the blowjob. You need men friends. We all need men friends. My friends aren't men anymore. Nobody I know can fucking hit a nail with a hammer, but they can all tell me what the fuck's wrong with the Silver Surfer. Talk my fucking ear off. Talk my fucking ear off about the psychological problems Silver Surfer's having. Meanwhile, they can't fucking identify a lug nut on their tire of the cars they can't afford. Yeah, and that's one thing I hated about the whole, the guys that have the beard, they wear the big flannel jackets, they look like a lumberjack, but they couldn't work up these fucking... Yeah, but you look at how well groomed that beard is. That the more groomed that beard is, the more chiseled and shaped with those fruity razors that nobody can afford, then they're fake. They're not that guy. Yeah, it's very true. Just walk up and hand with toolbox. They hand you 3/8 inch wrench and just watch their fucking head go spinning. Yeah, they can't. It's and they don't want. Men are becoming that way. They don't want to. It's so much easier to just be a pansy. And that's the way, it's like these... No, yeah, but that.
The gay guy friend that can go out.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to be. That just creates a new, because there's men that aren't for fucking. Women have those. There's this new breed of guy that's like, they're not gay, but women will still change in front of them because they're just not for fucking. These guys aren't. You know, it's like this new kind of gay. There's now two gays in the world. There's the guys who just fucking hoover the cock, just the guys that just fucking love to chug cock, gay. And then there's the guy who's like, can't help you move this weekend because it'll fuck up his manicure, but he's not gay.
Yeah.
Those guys, that's the problem. Those guys are the problem. These are.
What are they called? The metrosexual.
Yeah, no, they're fucking homos is what they're called.
Homos that refuse to suck a dick.
It's like, yeah, no, just fucking, they shouldn't exist. And when you stop, you know what? There's the metrosexuals. There's groups of these motherfuckers in the world. This is totally not the topic, but there's guys. There's distinct groups of guys in the world that I fucking hate, and I saw them all almost exclusively in the last week or so. First guy, that you're just like a metrosexual and I fucking hate you. The I don't own a TV guy. Do you have this guy?
Yeah.
I don't even own a TV. Like, it's not like cool. It's like because he threw it out a hotel window or something. It's just to be a fag and just to tell me how stupid I am for enjoying television. Like, fuck you. I don't even own a TV. Well, that's not cool. Unless you like had to sell it for a drug debt, then that's kind of cool. But so fuck you. And then the other guy that I met this weekend that I really fucking hate is the rescue dog guy. His dog is 15 fucking years old and he's dragging it down the street on 3 legs and he's a rescue because I love them. Fuck, no you don't. Fuck you. You love being told you're a hero. You don't fucking give a shit about dogs. You just love how people tell you you're a hero because you've got a rescue on your... Fuck you.
Would you still adopt the dog if nobody gave a shit? No, you wouldn't. You would have moved on to something else that would make you look cool in front of other people.
Exactly. And then the one that really just got me, because I recently I don't drink anymore, and I used to be a drinker, and now I'm not a drinker. And there's that guy everywhere now. He's like, I've never been drunk in my life. I don't drink. I've never drank. Fuck off. If you don't drink now because 2 years ago you plowed through your kid's Boy Scout meeting in your Aztec, then that's cool that you don't drink. But if you're just to say it to make me a piece of shit, go hang out with your metrosexual beard buddies.
Yeah, go find a dick and suck it.
So you go, I don't even own a TV. I've never had a drink. I rescued this dog. No, you didn't. Piss me off. You guys you're not helping. You're not, and you pretend you're men. That at least the other ones are pretending to be women. That's okay. I can square that circle in my mind. But these ones that just pretending to be men, piss off. Narcissistic fucks. Go be friends with your wife. That's not your friends, Paul. That's nothing to do with Paul. But just we did this, and we need to change it. We are the reason Justin Trudeau is a symbol of manhood.
See, one thing that's always bugged me is as soon as it became cool for guys and things to like Crocs,
Yeah. You know what brought that on?
that's when I started realizing it was a fucking problem. Because even as a simple thing, take a look at the leaders of the world.
Yeah.
Right? You look at all the leaders of the world, all the male leaders of the world. How many of them sit there and cross their legs instead of doing it through out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And look what he's doing to our society.
You know why? I can put my finger on it. It's fucking gym class. I swear to God, I know. I wasn't a fan of gym class because I was a fat kid. I'm sure you weren't a big fan of gym class unless you were one of those bigger dudes who rocked at sports. Those guys bug me. But you know what? The same time guys started crossing their legs like that was when they took the rope out of gym class. And you didn't have to climb the rope anymore. The rope, they took it out because the fat kids couldn't do it and it seemed unfair. And the rest of them, it's the one thing where people can make fun of you while they stare at your balls. But that rope was a symbol. No one ever made it to the fucking top. You're not supposed to make it to the top. That was the point. You're supposed to fail. They got rid of the rope and they handed out participation badges to everybody. And, we're all winners. No, because those ropes show up in life every fucking day. And you're never going to make it to the top. That's what they taught you, was get used to not getting to the fucking top. success is measured in so different ways now, where it's just like you succeed if you don't choke on a fucking peanut. No, you're not. It's
That's not a bragging right.
we've
You're weak.
you.
If somebody comes up to you and says, "I don't like you," or I think you're stupid," and you cry because of it, you're weak.
It's
You have to be able to handle criticism.
and
You have to be able to handle somebody being criticized.
but there was these things didn't exist. Morbidly obese didn't exist when I was a kid. There was no such thing as that morbidly obese kid. Now it's half the fucking population. What the hell has happened?
They've allowed fucking fast food to be cheaper than real food.
It's the same as the peanut kid. My daughter, she's got to go to pre-K now. Which is, where the fuck did that come from, by the way? That's another 80 bucks. You used to have preschool and then kindergarten. Now there's one in between there. It's pre-K. Another 80. Why? I got to pay another 8 for, so some fucking Lynn Valley bitch can watch my kid run in a circle and take a nap? I got to pay extra? Fuck off.
Yeah, it's all it is. All that is just a glorified baby.
But she can't, I can't have peanut butter. Because a kid in her, they all have to carry EpiPens, and they can't. Where the fuck did these peanut kids come from? Did they really exist, or did their goddamn fucking hypochondriac, Whole Foods eating motherfucking moms turn them into this thing? It just doesn't make sense.
No, but here's the
And I don't, I will tell you, before you go on that, I will say, I do understand that there is always, like, someone has a story, right? Like, someone knows someone who lived with somebody who got date raped by a guy whose friend had a kid in Boy Scouts whose half-brother was allergic to peanuts. I remember, like, that guy, and I feel sorry for that kid. Yeah, but not 60% of the fucking class can't, like, people have real problems in the world. And the people with real problems aren't allergic to peanuts. I guarantee it.
want to know how you solve this problem?
Give them peanuts.
These kids who have to have an EpiPen because they are allergic, they are actually literally allergic to peanuts. You know what? They're gonna learn real fucking fast. Do not accept food from fucking strangers.
Yeah.
Friends.
There you go.
You eat the food that your mommy gives you, and that's all you fucking eat.
But I can't.
That's all it says.
I can't.
Keep your pen handy and you use it. You don't fucking use it as a fucking badge. As a fucking thing you keep in your pocket. Like, oh my god, I just had this and I'm having a reaction. I need to have myself a pen. Alright.
But here's in Africa, when they're trying to. This is the thing. I think I brought this up once before. That when they're the starving kids in Africa, they decided to feed them, and they made this paste out of powdered sugar, powdered milk, and peanut butter, and that's what the kids ate every day. And it was enough to keep them. It's enough protein, and you know how many they brought it up. Well, what about the peanut allergy? There isn't a fucking peanut allergy in Africa. It doesn't exist.
No. You're perpetuating a problem that's not going to exist.
Because they have real problems. They have things to worry about in Africa. I don't think fucking where your husband's going to get his next manicure.
Yeah.
We should not know what a manicure is.
When I was in grade school, there were two standout students that we had in grade school. There was one kid when I was in grade school that had a peanut allergy. And he had to fucking eat lunch. He wasn't allowed to eat the cafeteria food just in case there was cross-contamination. He had to eat his own fucking lunch, and everybody was told,
Yeah.
don't fucking offer him your food because there might be
Don't be.
and it was fine.
Which is code at that age for don't be nice to that kid.
Yeah, pretty much. But then the other kid that we had a Muslim student who came in and had to do his praying to Mecca 5 times a day.
That's
And
brutal.
That kid had to leave the class to do what he had to do. But then he had to come back and make up for the lost time. And this lasted for about maybe 4 months before this kid ended up being so fucking far behind his business school that he ended up not doing it during school hours.
Sure.
Just don't tell my parents because I don't want to get in trouble for them.
Yeah, they probably chop off your hands or some shit.
Failing. He recognizes that he was failing and he solved the problem.
There you go. That dude's a man.
solve the problem. They just keep finding ways of making everybody else.
Yeah, I have a problem, so now I have to make this everyone else's problem. Now it's a big problem, and we all have to worry about it. No, nobody worried about the weird peanut kid when I was a kid. We threw stuff at him. Anything we didn't want to eat, we threw it at him and laughed. Was it right? No, but those kids that are our age now never shot up their school. They never show up at work with dynamite strapped to their chest. They never kill a woman in a parking lot because she doesn't want a second date. That's what these pussy people grow up to be. They're Buck, man. Do you remember when you'd meet up with friends on a Friday night and you guys would talk about like getting in a fight and shit? Now you meet up with a guy and he's telling you, "Oh man, it was so tense. I honked at a guy and he almost got out of his car, so I called 911." What? That is not a bar fight story.
No.
These people.
I remember in school when there was a school fight. It was a big deal. Fucking half the teachers would come out to watch.
Yeah. You stood in a circle until one of them went down.
Right.
And we all.
You know, that's just the way it works.
And we all got bruised. We all.
In high school, there was this one kid who was getting picked on, not necessarily by anybody in our school, because our school didn't actually have bullying. It was a very, now when I was very cool. But he was a weak, little, neat sort of guy. He carried this giant satchel with him with his fucking, books and everything else, But the problem with this kid was that he had no idea how to defend himself. He couldn't do it. And we were afraid, as a group, that somebody was going to take advantage of this and start bullying him or pick on him or beat him up or whatever.
Right.
So one day we were walking to, there's a group of like 10 of us, and it seemed like I was part of the popular crowd. We ran the school basically, if you will, but we also had, I was the exception to the rule, so I was the fucking dumb one in the group.
Right.
But they all had straight A's. They were good students. They were good people. But we ran all the parties. We were popular crowd.
Okay, I get it.
We were walking across the front one day, and we ran into this fucking kid, and we turned around and we said, we basically stopped and we said, "Look, you got to learn how to defend yourself." He's like, "No, man, just leave me alone." No, seriously, we're gonna put you in a situation that you have to fight your way out of it. Because if you don't learn this now, you're not gonna be able to handle life later on.
It would be so great if this story ends with, "And that was the last we ever heard of him." I don't have an extra one.
Literally ended up forming a circle around one of the guys who was equal to this kid's height, because we made it a fair fight. He got up and we started pushing him around and fucking getting this kid fucking pissed off, putting him in the comfort zone. Finally, the kid fucking defended himself and knocked my fucking buddy out cold.
There you go.
Him and the fucking kid knocked him out cold. You know what we did? We bought him lunch that night. We took him to a fucking house party, got him fucking drunk and late.
Yeah.
That kid got laid before I got laid.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah. So.
That's.
I mean, to be honest, that's no way he was actually something anymore. But I'm sure as hell betting, he's not sitting there crying in a fucking corner saying, "Why me? Why me?"
No, he's probably successful somewhere because of it. We're getting to the point now where it's like, we're letting lazy kids just have wheelchairs. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, just put him in a wheelchair so no one makes fun of him for being lazy. That's not how you solve problems in the world. That's how you end up with Trumps running the world.
If you're too fat to fucking get up and go anywhere, then whoever it is that's fucking taking care of you, they're the fucking problem.
But it's not their fucking sugary drinks. It's not that we're giving our kids aren't drinking more pop than they were when we were kids. They're not eating more candy. Fuck, candy was a penny when we were kids. That shit's 25 cents now. That's, and you're saying it's because of sugary drinks? No, fuck you. It's because they don't challenge themselves. No one challenges you. You can't be challenged because it's wrong. Yeah, everybody is a participant. No, fuck you. Some of you are losers, and you're gonna be. That's just the way it is. You know what really fucking changed? Look at goddamn bumper stickers. Bumper stickers are supposed to be funny. What's with this fucking proud parent of an honor roll? When do we need that kind of fucking, I gotta brag about my kid on my bumper? No, fuck, your kid's a nerd, great. Bumper stickers are supposed to be a joke. It's not supposed to be, oh, look at, I gotta fucking reassure my kid every time I drive down the street because he's such a pansy, he needs to hear that from me. No, fuck that. It's supposed to be axe, gash, or gas, no one rides for free, or whatever the fuck. No, fucking a proud parent. Fuck off. Go back to Whole Foods, bitch. God damn it. Whole Foods. What a fucking stupid name. Like every other store sells partial foods. Fuck you.
Whole Foods is the only place in the world that I know. You can go in there for a fucking breakfast, grab one little bowl of food, and it costs you $34 to fucking eat it.
I couldn't believe it. They got a fucking 11. They got a chicken sandwich for like $19. And it was literally chicken on fucking some shitty gluten-free goddamn bread. Put gluten in the food and put the activities back in gym class. Make some men. Don't. Justin Trudeau is not a leader. Don't shape your children to be like that. But diversity is good too. The world's going to have some losers. We can't all be equally unsuccessful women.
Not everybody is a winner. Not everybody is special.
No, but the world needs concrete finishers and fucking toll takers, you know? The world needs those to keep running. We need our losers. Now, you guys are great. You're working. I'm not saying you're a loser for having a job, but I'm just saying, some of us are janitors. And that's okay. That used to be okay. It used to be a doctor and a janitor lived right next door to each other. And they could both afford the house and the car and water their lawns and have their kids played together. And now, for some reason, there's this big divide. And I think doctors are the fucking problem. I know for a fact pharmacists are, but doctors are motherfuckers too. They're making us way sicker than we need to be. Because doctors are broke. Doctors are broke motherfuckers. People think, oh, doctors are so rich. No, they got 18 years of student loans to pay off. They're just like fucking mechanics. You ever take your car to the mechanic, he's never going to say, oh yeah, everything's wonderful. Go drive around the world 100 times and then come back and see me. He's going to find something wrong with your fucking car. Doctors do the same fucking thing. You go in to fucking get a tune-up and he's going to find something wrong with you. Because he's got to pay his bills. It's... Exactly. Keeping us sick, making us weak, and then we go home and we cry in our girl panties to our single moms. And then you wonder why the world's fucked up and nobody knows their ass from their elbow anymore. This is the problem, guys. It's not toxic masculinity. That's a product of this shit. I guarantee you, that shit never happened. And now men are so confused at what it is to be a man that's what they turn to. Because we're dumb. We're dumb idiots. We don't know. And we haven't been raised to understand men. Where's the Humphrey Bogart of today? Where's the guy who drinks and slaps people once in a while? You know what I mean? Where's the man? Those guys they knew what was up and what was down. They knew how to take care of people. Now we don't. We're so fucking self-serving because we're weak and we're scared and we can't help others because it's all just survival mode all the time. And we don't know how to survive anymore because we're scared of peanuts and dodgeballs. Exactly. And I'm not saying anyone should die, but let the weak be weak and let the strong be strong and take care of them. How that's what separates us from the animals. But we can't just make everybody weak so the weak guy doesn't feel out of place. Doesn't work. Exactly. And then you wonder why we are where we are now. Next time you... God. Maybe you should just start handing out peanut butter sandwiches.
Finish him!
I don't know. It's just... It really got to me when you were talking about that guy the other day. And, yeah. Stress. When you're 12. Fuck you. I'm so stressed. What? You don't do anything. And my friend, my friend, the girl I'm madly, hopelessly in love with, who listens to this show every night, so I should shut up about that part. She's a Girl Scout leader. She's not a Girl Scout. She's older than that. She's a scout, but they're doing the fucking cookie. They don't sell the cookies anymore. The parents go around to work and sell the cookies for them. The kids don't even... That was supposed to teach your kids how to fucking get out there and do stuff and be social and know how to fucking interact and work. It's an introduction to working. Remember work? It's what we don't do anymore because we're in a shelter. But, you know, what are you teaching your kids if you take a case... If you're taking a case of cookies to work with you and like, hey, Bill, can you buy a couple of cases of these? My kid's trying to get to fucking Jasper this year. That's not teaching your kid anything. Now, now they're bitches and they've got pussy boyfriends. These are the people that are going to be taking care of me when I'm too old to take care of myself, and that frightens the shit out of me, and it's not far away. And I'm twice as close as I thought I'd be because Facebook put my birthday as today. They put my birthday 2 weeks before my birthday, and now it's 2 weeks after my birthday. They just keep posting different... I've had 3 fucking birthdays this month because of those pricks. I have no idea. I had a bunch of people today. Happy birthday! Even my aunt, who wished me a happy birthday on my... Not on my actual birthday, but on the first fake one and on this one. She got both the fake ones. Didn't get the actual one. And then my mom gets a notice that I'm dead. I've had 3 birthdays and a death this month. I'm feeling pretty good. That's funny. She was mad. She was upset. I'm sorry, Mom. I thought it was funny. I thought you would too, but I guess, you know, your kids, you find out your kid's dead. I can see how that's sad. Grow a pair, yes. Everybody should. That's what we have to start doing. Figure that out in science class. Forget about the flat earth bullshit. Figure out how to grow balls.
You know, it's funny that you say that we joke about that, because really when you talk about that one, you know, you say grow a pair of balls. Let's think about that. Have you ever had your balls just even slicked?
Oh yeah. And they're the stupidest. It's the worst design. You remember I was talking about this in the winter. Take the things that are actually the reason that life exists and put them in a paper-thin sack right at the head level of every predator out there. What kind of a fucking stupid design is that? And then our brains that don't even feel pain, have no pain receptor in the brain. Let's put that in a skull 8 feet off the ground. But let's put the 2 little berries that control whether there's life on the planet or not. We're going to just put those in a little bit of tissue right on the front where dogs can eat them. Fucking terrible.
With the vagina that can spit on a child, then get right back to fucking Python again.
Oh, yeah.
And handle and do anything. You can kick a woman in the fucking vagina, they're gonna stand on that.
She will laugh.
And yet, you know, how difficult is it to find one of those? It's like they're packed tucked up away and everything's all up inside.
Yeah. And we're just retarded. We're very poorly designed. I said it before. If you put us up, if you brought out the Standards Council, they would recall us. We're horribly designed. I was going to do a thing about that. I dropped it in lieu of other things. I've got a bad habit of that when it comes to my writing. I'm always writing 15 things, and that means 13 of them aren't going to ever be done. But 2 of them will be awesome. Where are we at here? We are at the time where I got to say hi to my friends at Radio Public. Radio Public is the website that makes it possible for listeners like you to discover and support shows like Eric and Gord, What If We're Right? They also support you going to the Play Store this weekend and getting my app with their app. Radio Public does good stuff. There's no password. There's no signing up for anything. You just go to their site and go. And it's kind of like listening to the radio. In fact, they even have a radio mode where you can turn it on, and it's just like listening to the radio. And then maybe after you're done listening to me and Gord, you find some crappier show that you like just as much. They share the public media's educational, artistic, and journalistic mission, and that is to value creators and respect the users. So when you listen to Radio Public, everybody benefits. Go to the Play Store or the iTunes Store and figure it out. Now, what we're doing in... Oh, no, it's good. I just got... It's protected. It's got... there's a way to do that. And it has to be approved, but it's not going to be like tomorrow. Google has to approve it, but it's cool that we can put it up there. And it's just... What I'm doing, kids, and this is dead serious, we don't have a Patreon account. We don't have sponsorships through... Anchor.fm because they don't sponsor in Canada. And what most people are doing, if you're on Podbeam, you're on CastBox, you're on a lot of these other sites, people are turning to premium content, which means you have to pay for certain episodes. You have to pay to listen to their show, or you buy an app to listen to their show. Gord and I aren't doing that. You're not paying a dime for this app. I'm the only one paying. So if you want to help by sponsoring the show, send in some money via a donation, or if you need advertising space for your company, your event, your birthday, your kids' fucking honor roll, whatever you need, some advertising on the website or here on the show, we'll do a dynamic ad mid-roll for you. It's wide open. Tons of advertising space. We need ways to monetize that we don't get and that other podcasts do. Because they're just not available in Canada, and they're not available to us. So we have to find more creative ways of making money. But I refuse to charge you for the show. I don't think that's right. I wouldn't pay for my favorite podcast right now. I just wouldn't. And I'm not saying anything to the other podcasters who take that route. That's the easy way to go. And I good. If you can make it work for you, great. I don't like it. I'm not going to do it. I'm never going to charge you guys to hear me fucking swear for an hour. But we need your help. So we've got advertising space. We've got our all kinds of options on ericandgord.com that you can go and the songwriting for your events, royalty-free music for your events, guest appearances by Eric and Gord. Enter our contests. Like us on Apple. That's huge. Like us on Facebook. Give us 5-star ratings wherever you see our name. Just review us. Things like that all translates into, pennies in the podcasting world, but it matters and it helps. So I'll give you a free app. Instead of charging you, you guys just give me your love. That's all I need in return, really. And some money to keep the show going. No, you know what? I'm already successful. I think I got 7,000 listeners around. In how many countries did I rail off? That's cool. That's successful. Kids got to learn that shit too. Success isn't always money, kids. You can't take it with you. I think if there's something you want to do in life and you can't figure out how to do it, then you're unsuccessful. You know, if you want to be your own boss and you work for someone else your whole life, then you failed. You're stupid. Figure it out. The only things that are impossible are the things you don't try. If you, and I don't care about education. I don't care if your dream is to backpack around the world, but you die with 10 fucking master's degrees on your walls and you never owned a backpack in your life, then you're a failure, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying.
Never been one of those people that wanted to necessarily like own his own business. I actually like working for people.
Yeah, so do I actually.
The problem is,
I'm a good follower.
I have a problem with working for people who can't do their fucking job. Or get to be their fucking problem. You know, like the knife store.
Well,
You know, like,
nobody knows their role.
person that's supposed to be my superior, and they can't do their fucking job right, and they're basing their decisions on their lack of knowledge.
It all ties in it.
I'm not allowed to point that out. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
And chances are you'll fire me because you're a weak-minded fucking idiot who can't handle being told what to do. That's why you're in your position.
It's because you never got hit by a dodgeball. Never climbed a rope.
Right. That's right. You were that kid that when you did get hit by a dodgeball, you're always hit fucking first because you refuse to fucking move out of the way. That makes you weak.
You don't learn to move out of the way. You don't learn to dodge a ball unless you have to dodge a ball.
Yeah. You have two options in dodgeball. Catch the fucking thing or get the fuck out of the way. And if you can't get out of the way fast enough, then grab the guy next to you and let him get hit.
Those are both basically the same two options you have when you're 40 in life.
Yeah.
Catch the ball or get the fuck out of the way. That's how life works. That's how we used to have leaders, and now we've got Trudeau's. Kids got hit. I'm sorry. I'm not saying hate your kids, but if your kid's next to you while you listen to this, just give him a smack. Just one.
Just lean over and slap him. Just one.
No, I'm not saying beat your kids, but if he's right there in the immediate vicinity as you hear these words, smack him for me. From me. It's not even from you. It's not even.
Just tell him. Tell him why you're doing it. Eric told me to.
Yeah. Get used to saying because Eric told me to. That's going to be the fucking national anthem one day.
Oh, Eric told me to.
Right?
So I do as I'm told.
We'd all be a little bit angrier and we'd all sleep a hell of a lot better at night. I guarantee it.
Absolutely.
Where was I? I don't know. I need a break. I'm tired now. The contest. We should mention the contest.
Yes. The contest. Yeah. So, our new contest. Everybody pay attention. So, we need help because we're just not capable of making this decision on our own. So, we need help with you guys design a logo for our show. Our permanent logo. This will be the thing that when we end up becoming, really popular with this and really, really well known, this is the logo that everybody is going to know.
And that's important. I've been told that's important. That's the one rule that I broke that you don't want to break, apparently. So I'm gonna eat crow on that one. And we need one logo instead of the 75 that I've designed.
Well, no, but seriously, think about it. When you think of Adidas, you think of their logo.
Exactly, right? The Nike swoosh.
Coca-Cola, you think about how the Coca-Cola word is written. It's the logo.
Yeah,
It's all about that logo.
it really is.
The brand. And we are looking for the Eric and Gord brand. So we want your help. You have tons of options of ways to do it. You can pick one of the designs that Eric can come up with. I can't draw with a chip, so I'm not really much part of this. But you pick one of the designs that Eric come up with. You can design your own, or you can even vote on a design that other people are putting in for it.
Yeah, you can all vote for each other's or mine.
Winner of this contest.
This is disgusting to me.
This is great. You got the pictures, right? I sent you?
I did, yeah. I have yet to put them up because they were on the phone that someone borrowed from Tim Hortons the other day. But I have them again. I do have them again. I will get them up when I post the details on our website. Still not on our website yet, all the contest details, but the pictures made me cry. The new ones, you sent me more because you sent me the one with the head where it says what it is, and it just, made me cry.
It's a real Washburn. So I am actually we are giving away an actual Washburn flying V guitar, all black with a anarchy symbol etched out on the side.
It's-
Kind of like a lightning sort of bolt
It-
style.
it-
It's a really cool graphic.
It looks like the Incredible Hulk's gonna burst out of the guitar and fucking bust out a Yngwie Malmsteen solo any minute. I love that, the anarchy, the green, the like lime green You can't do that on television. Slime kind of green.
I am going to be my next week. I'm actually going to go out and pick up some new strings for it. I'm going to clean it. The sand and this thing need to be cleaned. I'm going to give this thing a full on cleaning, and yeah, it's going to be all cleaned up.
I wanted to give it to Eddie Van Halen for his birthday.
Well, maybe we could arrange to do the two.
But the point is,
The
kids, you design a logo, you post it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or ericandgord.com, or send it in the mail. Shoot me a text, 604-655-9630. I don't care how you get it to me. Get us your design, or go on Facebook and pick one of the ones that I've put there and make it our logo. And you get this amazing Washburn. It's a Washburn. Those things play themselves. It's like, you don't even need a left hand to play a Washburn. They're beautiful. It's an amazing opportunity, and I'm jealous as hell because I can't be in the contest. And there's some great prizes for the runners-up, as there always is. Anyone from this summer's barbecue giveaway will tell you the nail clippers are better. They just are.
Which also, for the record, by the way, also have to announce this. Next, like not this upcoming week or coming in, but the week after, I'm officially going to be shipping out the prime pack. Previous will be shipped out to Eric. So that's going to be shipped out. So Jake and Van, you'll be able to get your stuff within the next week, depending on how long it takes for the shipping to go out.
So cool.
So that's coming out to you. Just once it comes out, Eric will contact you and let you know that he has it. You guys meet up and give it to you. Adrian as well, because you've got prize in there as well. So yeah, so that's all going to be getting packaged out and shipped out in a week and a day.
Very cool. And I'm in, you know what? I'm in 6 different podcast online groups, and I never hear mention of a contest from any of them. It's so much fun doing these giveaways. I'm really excited, and your participation is amazing. We've already had logos sent in to us that are just head and shoulders above anything I've come up with. I stole one of them. I liked it so much. I will give the artist full credit for it, but it's really cool. We're already getting entries, so I'm not putting an end to this one yet. There's no deadline yet. I know that's kind of a wonky way to run a contest, but I think you guys need a couple more episodes to ease your way into it before we announce a big hard deadline. And it doesn't have to be overnight. I want to see you guys put your best efforts in to win this amazing freaking guitar.
Very simple. When you think of Eric, you think of what we talk about, what we represent, what we do, what our lives are about. Put a picture to that. Think about something that you want to, all you fucking students out there, all you guys out there that want to get into marketing and all that stuff. Here's your fucking chance. This is something that can actually go on your resume.
We will give full credit to the winner for their design. We will make it the permanent logo for the show, and by permanent I mean until I get sick of it.
No, actually, this brings up one question though, because this is actually one part of the detail of the contest I just don't quite understand. So the winner of the contest is the design that gets picked, correct?
Right.
What if it is one of your designs? Does that mean you win?
Well, I think that means we all win.
Well, how are we going to take this? I thought about this before we got on the air, and I'm thinking, shit, if this comes down to a situation where we're going to pick the winner, does this mean that we are not allowed, me and you technically, we shouldn't even be included in our own design options?
I want.
If we get chosen, that means you win the guitar.
I think we should leave it. Do it like a American Idol style eliminations.
So we take the design that gets the most votes, and then all the people that voted for that design, we pick a random winner.
I think so. Maybe. Yeah. Something like that. If it's my logo gets picked, then we'll figure. Shit! I didn't think of that.
Sorry to burst the bubble there, but yeah,
Oh, hey, my bubble is burst free. Well, let's see. Basically,
What I do, I show up and I fuck things up.
yeah, well, that's why we hired you. We'll figure out a thing for that. Send in your logos. I don't think mine are winning. Based on the entries we've gotten so far, I don't stand a hope in hell on one of mine winning. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. But
I still love fuck Eric and Gord. That's still my number one thing.
well, that's definitely that's the B side to whatever. But the artist designer will get full credit. Every time we use it, I will mention them. They'll have written credit and a full copyright to it, and we will talk about how great you are for years and years to come, being at the forefront of the 20% of us that are still around from last year. It's that's a big crown of thorns to wear. Holy shit. We're not at the forefront of anything. Yeah, we probably are. You know, ask the people in El Salvador; they'll tell you. So yeah, I'm not. As I said, I'm not putting an end to this. A hard deadline yet. We'll figure it out in the coming weeks. Because I want the best. I don't want you guys to rush. Yeah.
We'll hold off to this contest until the right one comes along.
Yeah, we could do that too. That's what I always did with the with the movement that never caught on. That we're going to start talking about more this summer again. I think because it's more necessary than ever. I find right now. Because all these pansy people I'm talking about, they're angry. And people are being rude out there. Today was brutal. I don't know what it's like in Toronto, but Vancouver, people are definitely getting, every year after year, they're more and more rude and unhelpful and ungrateful and just people looking at the screens of their phones who won't tell you what time it is. What kind of a fucking society are we in when you're looking at a big neon clock and you refuse to tell me what time it is? Go fuck yourselves. You Whole Foods working fucking hypochondriac date rape motherfuckers. Sorry.
How does that become a fucking decision somebody fucking has? When you're sitting there on your phone, as soon as it says, hey, you know what time it is? You go, I mean, I get it. You say the one-liners, but you do fucking what? You say the one-liners funny, then you tell them the fucking time you move on with your life.
Exactly. No, I've had people in Vancouver, you can't even finish the question. You get no right after hey. Hey, man, can I no? That's the Vancouver way. Don't even let the guy finish his sentence. Just no. Just whatever it is, it's no. I'd love to walk around with $1 million check in my hand and see how many people say no before I can hand it to them. Oh, look what you just said no to, you fucking ass.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those days, isn't it?
We should do that. The next time I have $1,000, I'm going to do that. I'm going to walk around with $1,000 and try to offer it to someone and see how many people say no. Hey, man, can I ask you a question? No. Like the women who we asked, what's your prediction for the end of the world? And she told us it was none of our business.
Yeah. Oh, I was pissed that night. That fucking pissed me right off.
So let's try to be a little nicer to everybody. Hashtag easiest thing in the world. Let's make this a movement. The easiest thing in the world. It literally is. And I don't know what the prize is going to be. Maybe the prize is going to be you get to be a good fucking person for a change. Just go around and be nice to everybody. Don't be obnoxious about it. Just don't be a cunt.
If you're one of those people, you're gonna go out and give money to a homeless person, but you have to videotape yourself doing it. You're doing it for the wrong reason.
Yes, that's not.
You're doing that to help the person. You're doing that to make yourself look good. That's wrong.
Be nice to people. Don't use people to make yourself feel good. But there's good people doing that too. There's good people that just are giving charity. And like I've been on this rant. I'm not going to get. I say it so much. If a guy asks you for a quarter, you don't have to ruin his fucking life. Just say no and walk away, or give him a quarter. It's a quarter. Fuck, your kid's just going to steal it out of your pocket while you're sleeping after work anyway. But don't turn around and rip his head off about being a bum and all this shit. And bums. Same thing. Well, you're not listening to me, probably most of you, because you don't have computers, but I do, and I'm a bum, so maybe I'm wrong. When the question is asked and answered, stop asking. Hey, man, can you spare some change? No, sorry, pal, I can't. Oh, I can hear change in your pocket. Well, no, I really can't. Fuck you. The question's asked and answered. Leave me alone. We gotta just start getting rules back in society. Get order back. And I don't mean like fascist style. I just mean they're, men be men, women be women, everybody be civil to each other. Let's start getting the world back to the way it needs to be. We're either on a crash course to fucking hell, or we're at a rock bottom now. And rock bottom is not a bad place to be always, because there's nowhere to go but up.
And it is a very humbling fucking place to be, I can tell you that much.
As a whole, I'd say we're there. When we got anti-vaxxers winning the fight, we're there.
Absolutely.
We didn't even get to the woman in Alabama that we were supposed to talk more about tonight. But when we're become a society where a woman can get shot in the stomach and get charged for having an abortion, that's rock bottom. That's stupidity. We've failed as humans at this point.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're saying that she instigated the fight. For the record, they're saying that she instigated the fight because she argued with another woman who had a gun, and her fucking boyfriend got involved in the thing, and then he shot her.
Yeah, no, what I read was that the other woman had the gun.
Yeah, the other woman had the gun, yeah.
But it was a dude that shot her, you think? I don't know. I was right.
That's just what was going on. The initial report told it is a guy that shot her.
Yeah.
The more I keep reading into it, it's all about this other woman who has the gun.
Yeah.
And they're still blaming because they're saying no.
Well,
That woman kept pushing, kept arguing about something.
I called it.
Then let's take a look at the argument, and let's just take a look at, are you not allowed to argue something without them pulling a gun and shooting you, and you keep blamed for being shot?
Well, the people, the extremists have already come out and said they were just using this as a stupid extreme example. And as I said, the first words out of my mouth is the Attorney General is not going to touch this, and well, the Attorney General hasn't. Won't even issue a statement on it yet. So that no one's going to run with this. No prosecutor in their right mind is going to run with this. But it made the headlines. That's what they wanted to do, is point at an issue that's really not an issue and shouldn't ever be an issue and was solved 30 years ago. But I think it's going to be divisive, and I think it's going to be divisive to, I would fear for another American Civil War kind of divisive if we keep tugging at this thread. Especially when people in Alabama are shooting black women in the stomachs and then charging them for it. That's not a good path to be going down.
No, that's just going backwards.
You are catapulting backwards. You're not backpedaling. You're slingshotting yourself into the 1940s. And that's when the Trumps come out from under the rocks and take over the world. These little fucking slimy people who are waiting for us to do this to each other, when it's so easy to just be nice and not let the evil people win. That's how they win. Haven't you ever seen a fucking cartoon? That's how they win. They make you evil too. Watch Ghostbusters 2. That red shit that makes everybody evil, that's what's going on right now. Everyone thought Ghostbusters 2 was a bad movie. I think it was a fucking epiphany. That's what's happening to us. They're turning us against each other, and then we look like idiots, and we are, because we're electing reality show hosts to run our countries. And being told that they're drinking out of their water boxes. The guy can't even come up with a good lie. How fucking useless is he? It's a politician who can't even come up with a lie.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's a
Lie to me, Justin. God damn it. Sorry. I was trying to make a joke there. I couldn't. He's our prime minister, and this is our biggest export. There's a problem in our country, ladies and gentlemen. When that's our biggest. Oh God, we got issues. Gord and I can fix this. Vote Eric and Gord. I'm dead serious about that. And starting in probably end of August, I'll start pushing real hard. That's when our campaign will start. We got to let the Americans have their fun first.
You know, I actually had a liberal friend of mine who I can't use a little fucking chat with, talking about how the racism is so bad, and you know everybody on the conservative side, no matter what, is they're all racist, blah blah blah. Just can't get used to it.
Sure.
So I just voiced and I just said, you know what? I said, you guys have destroyed what racist means.
Yeah.
You think it's racist because somebody wants a stronger immigration policy. You think it's racist because somebody says, no, you need to fucking vet these fucking kids before you fucking allow them into the country.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea. You can't just fucking allow people to just roam fucking free in your country because the wrong people take advantage of that. And you have to know this by now. So I made my little rant, and I used the example of this, or I didn't use the example, I made my statement, and one guy commented back, saying, like, no, give me a fucking example. So I'm like, let's talk about the 50,000 Syrian refugees that came in. We don't even know where these fucking people are.
Not a single one of them.
We don't know who they are, we don't know where they are, we don't have a full listing of their fucking background. The media initially told you that it was just women and children that came in. Bullshit. It was 60% fucking men that came through. 60% men.
Well, do you remember
through that fucking run.
what the problem was he promised 50,000, then he only brought 12, and we all jumped down his throat. Oh, see, he couldn't bring 50,000. He only brought 12,000. So he just went out and grabbed 30,000 and shoved him in so he wasn't a liar at the beginning of his term. And just, that was it. Didn't keep track. Here, you're here now. Here's $20,000. Go disappear and buy guns.
So I got bitched at saying that that basically that my facts are wrong, and this one girl actually used it as a defense. She goes, you know, you said that these people weren't vetted. They were vetted, although they were vetted very quickly and not very well, but they were still vetted.
Oh.
If they weren't vetted well, if you don't know their history, if you don't know where they came from, if you don't have their background, they're not vetted. The term to vet a person to allow them into the country means you need to know their background. You need to know where they came from. You need to know their history. You need to know their financial statements. You need to know these things.
Look at the way...
If you don't vet them, then you haven't done it properly. This bitch's argument was her own fucking downfall.
It always is. It always is with them.
Fucking idiots that jump on the same conversation saying, well, fucking, you see, this Gord's a fucking idiot because he's just a conservative, which, again, in my initial fucking statement, I said, do not call me a fucking conservative, because I'm not.
No, everybody who says anything anti-liberal is automatically a conservative. That's just... And you know what?
You know what I mean? You're fucking weak.
Stop making me sound like Fox News, but, you know, you're validating their point when you do this shit. You're making me side with fucking Chris Tucker and those motherfuckers. Not Chris Tucker, sorry. Tucker Carlson, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson.
Called him Chris Tucker, fuck. No, I had Glenn Beck and Tucker Carlson and another name all in my mind at once, and it all came out as one freaky dude. That happens sometimes.
I just can't believe this shit. Like, I mean, again, what infuriates me about stuff like this is when they turn around and say, no, you're wrong, even though your point is valid, you're wrong.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's...
When my point is valid, that doesn't mean I'm wrong, that means I'm fucking right.
That's where...
You're wrong, and you need to start looking at the fucking problem.
And then they go with my favorite say, oh, we're just going to have to agree to disagree. No! I agree to nothing. I agree that you're fucking wrong. That's all I have to agree to.
That's right. So now, because these people are too fucking lazy to do their fucking job by posting their proof that these people have been vetted, even though they openly admit that they weren't.
That wasn't a shot at you. I've said that a lot.
Now I have to fucking do it, which I will, because that's what I fucking do. I get fucking bored. I will do the bad fucking research, and I will find it, and I will post the link, and as soon as
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what the flat earthers do to me. Oh, which Bible are you reading? That's not in my Bible.
You got that from a science fucking book. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should get it from a fucking dude whose life revolves around fucking microwaving fucking hot dogs and rolled up fucking Wonder Bread because he knows more about science than anybody. Go fucking dog, you idiot.
They're winning. They're winning over people left and right, and vegans and anti-vaxxers and obviously they're the next generation up and coming. They're the ones who are going to become the politicians, and that's fucking scary. Because you think the rest of the world doesn't respect us now? Wait until they all have measles again. Wait till polio comes back. When polio comes back, we're going to look so pathetic. China won't even have to take over. They'll just die laughing and we'll win the war. Motherfuckers got my lighter. I just felt... Yeah. No, he's got mine that I couldn't find this morning. Sorry. Had a little personal crisis there. So I don't know. I've offered all the solutions I can. I had something else. I'm sure I did. Oh, you have the same one too? Yeah. Well, two of us, but he didn't have one yesterday. Sorry guys about talking. So yeah, there we go. Fix your kids, because your kids are gonna be adults with mine, and that frightens me. I got off track there, and it screwed me up. I hope I made sense. I didn't just rant. I hope I kind of got through with a point there. We're all bad parents, and we're fucking up, and we need to get better. That's what we're trying to do. That's all I can do is give my advice the best I can. And if you listen, you'll be better, and if you don't, we're all doomed. It's up to you, really. But in the meantime, design a logo for us. Design a logo and don't fuck up the world.
And we are going to have to end this because my phone is getting ready to die.
Wow, how the tables have turned, hey?
Nowhere near an outlet, but I don't have my charger on.
Hey, I remember that feeling. I used to run through the city of Vancouver screaming for an outlet while you waited. And
now I'm just walking calmly home.
well, at least your phone made it through the whole episode, as opposed to how mine used to crap out in the first 7 minutes.
I still got a good hour and a half in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did. We went really long tonight, and thanks everybody for paying attention to that. It was a lot of fun. I needed to vent. That's why I came home where I could be loud, because I couldn't do this in a library like I normally do. We'll have a more fun, more entertaining, more informative one tomorrow. I just had to get some shit off my chest. So I'm going to be back in about 23 hours, with or without Gord. Until then, take care of each other.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Next time you do that,
Wow.
I'd love to get in on it. Man.
Just bye, everybody, hey?
Same shit for 20 seconds.
All right, here, fuck it.
No. I love it. Good night, everybody. Eric and Gord, What If We're Right is a Champion Tree Entertainment Company production. All rights are reserved. Copyright 2019. Unauthorized reproduction is encouraged.
Can you give me a reason why to get out of bed? Can you give me a reason why to keep this in my head?
Why am I putting that down? I shouldn't be putting it down. It's not done yet. Oh, shit. Now I got it. Yeah, that last one wouldn't. I genuinely wanted to, and it fucked up, and it published as two anyway. So it came out as a two-parter. will do that thing that I do, and I'll get that contest up on our website so that people can read about it. I'll put all the rules and stipulations and stuff like that. Crap. And yeah, are you dead? Oh. Alright, well, I will let you. What? Oh yeah. All right, Gord. I won't keep you. Are you in tomorrow? Perfect. I will look forward to it. Probably around the same time or later. Oh, cool. Alright, I love 7 because I can do it from here, but if it's earlier, I can do it. I carry all my shit with me all day just in case. So. It doesn't matter. Very cool. Alright, buddy, that was an awesome one. I liked it a lot. I'm gonna have fun listening to it. Oh, hanging on. And nothing tried to eat you tonight, so that was good. Did you ever figure out what that was? Oh yeah, we still. I want to do another paranormal one soon. People are all excited about that. Like if we were to make that like once a month or something, people are really into it. So your UFO bit again. If you've seen any news. And I want to do Ogopogo because he just got seen, so and we didn't get to talk about it much. So we'll. All right, talk to you tomorrow.